This is a down-the-hole drill rig. The maximum drilling depth can reach 2,500 meters. How does it drill so deep? The drill rig is mainly divided into two parts. This one is the compressor that provides compressed air for the drill rig. Open the compressor. In front of it is a 500 horsepower heavy-duty engine. The main shaft of the engine is connected to an air compressor. The air compressor has two rotors inside. One is the male rotor. The rotation of the engine drives the male and female rotors to rotate together. There is an air filter on top of the compressor. Air enters the filter from here. Dust will be filtered out, then enters the compressor. Under the rotation of the rotor, the air entering the compressor will be compressed into high temperature and high pressure gas. There is a powerful radiator on the side of the compressor. High temperature air can be cooled down. Then the high pressure air will flow along the pipe to the control panel of the drilling rig. The control panel can control the pressure. Then the high pressure air will flow along three pipes to the top of the drilling rig. The thick pipe among them is connected to the main shaft. The other two thin tubes are connected to two pneumatic motors respectively. Opening the pneumatic motor reveals the central shaft of the pneumatic motor is off-center. When air enters the motor from outside, the gas exerts force on the motor blades, thus driving the motor to rotate. Then you can go through the gear, drive the main shaft of the drilling rig to rotate. The spindle is a long pipe. Air can move downward through the ducts. This part connected to the pipeline. It's the drill bit part of the drill rig. Drill bits made of high-strength steel. There are still many bumps on the drill bit. They are all made of tungsten carbide alloy. Can withstand great impact and friction. How does the drill only? It relies on high-pressure air to drill. Let's first look at the structure of the drill bit. It is mainly divided into three parts. There is a circle of round edges at the top and bottom of the hollow cylinder. A large part of the piston is located inside the hollow cylinder. Let's see how the piston moves. There is a check valve at the top of the hollow cylinder. When air enters the hollow cylinder from the pipeline, the check valve will move down. Then air will flow out from the circular holes of the hollow cylinder and move down along the pipe wall. When it reaches this position, air will pass through these circular holes, enter the gap between the hollow cylinder and the piston. But after entering, the air will be completely blocked. Therefore, the air with nowhere to go will slowly rise continuously through the gap between the hollow cylinder and the piston, and then reach this chamber. When the chamber is filled with air, the air will squeeze the internal piston, thus generating a downward force, causing the piston to strike heavily on the main drill bit. The dry piston moves downward. The cylinder that originally blocked the air separates from the piston, so the air inside the chamber will immediately pass through the passage inside the piston, all the way down, released through the gap of the drill bit. After releasing, the pressure above the piston will decrease. At the same time, the remaining air will immediately fill this chamber, causing the piston pressure to increase, thus making the piston rise back to its original position. At the same time, the pipe here separates from the piston. Air flows downward along the pipe, thus releasing the air from this gun type. Then the previous process continues to repeat. You can continue to drill down continuously.